Today is a very exciting day because after being in complete lockdown and then half lockdown, where I've literally left our property about 11 times, I think we counted, in however many weeks since we got back. We're going away again.
So we're here today at the Prince William National Forest. Is a wet park. One or the other. You got my beautiful face today because Lawrence is feeling a little worse for wear because we bumped into these lovely people.
It's his fault.
So this is Michelle and Rob. Say hello, and you are our life whirlwind.
Yeah, our life whirlwind.
I spit it out this morning. They are holding the donkey for me, which is very handy.
And he's doing excellent.
And we are going to go on a hike, so we will bring you along for that. I don't really know what else I have to mention because I'm not used to doing this.
Just how lovely Lawrence is looking right now.
Yeah, I'll show you how well Lawrence is doing.
He's excited.
Cut. So I'm going to be honest. This guy is why I look like this right now. Last night.
You're welcome.
Anyone who knows us knows that I'm not really a big drinker.
I agree to disagree. You mean a whole bottle, Lawrence?
They have no sympathy for me. They're way up ahead. And due to unexpected circumstances of not feeling too great, the B-roll isn't too great on this, so I've got a few things, so I'm just going to throw them in right now. Can you spot something over here? We just walked past it. Give you a second.
This one's going away.
We were just going out to get some groceries, and to be honest, alcohol really. And so Rob said, "Hey, let me take you, and we can go into Quantico Marine Corps training ground, which is a huge place. I never realised how big it was, and." So we've had a bit of a tour of Quantico Marine Corps base, which is very cool. And we didn't realise, but there are actually 6 lakes here. And I think the biggest one is 477 acres. We never expected that. So right now we're just sat here enjoying Smith Lake, which is basically just a fishing lake.
Still recovering.
I'm still awfully hungover. I am. I'm never
Very
drinking
peaceful.
again. Never drinking again.
Is it? He said this on camera. Stop it. Such a liar.
Okay, I'm never drinking again until later.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go see what else there is.
Yeah. Where are we going, Lawrence?
we are going to see Rob and Michelle and Michael and Tiffany across the other side of the campground for breakfast, which is Our Life Whirlwind and RVDM. I see they're cleaning their Blackstone already. Good start. Everything's all set up.
We're not rich enough for a Blackstone yet, but I'll show you what one is for everyone that's asking. This is a Blackstone. It's like a giant raclette. I don't really know how else to explain it. But it runs off propane, right?
Yeah, I got propane thing This is what YouTubers do for breakfast. But first camera.
So I was going to do a quick video and say that we got rid of the girls, but actually they've just turned back up. But we just had, I'm in a massive food coma right now. We had a huge breakfast and we're with these guys. So I need to sleep. So this is cool. Rob has very nicely, he took these mud flaps off his truck. They're pretty much brand new. And he's very nicely provided them to me, which was nice of him. They're dead easy to fit as well. They're specifically for the F250, so all the mounting plates and everything is already there. You just have to undo 2 screws at the front. There's a little panel here. Undo those 2 screws, throw this on, clip it in at the top, and then put the screws back on. So we're doing that now. It should take 10 minutes max. Bonus. Hey Rob, thanks for giving me the mud flaps
You're welcome, bud.
and fitting them.
No worries. Paying it forward, man. That's what we're doing.
I found that it's much easier if someone else fits the stuff for you, because then I just don't get my hands dirty. So it makes my life much easier. So anytime anyone gives you anything for free, ask them to install it.
It works.
It works well, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm happy, he's happy.
Well, I'm happy.
And I should really have washed the truck first as well, because it is really, really dirty.
Real dirty.
So Rob and Michelle, Our Life Whirlwind, have some e-bikes which are cool. So we're trying these out. We're meant to be going for a hike, and thank you Rob. Rob managed to convince Natalie that we're cool to go on the e-bikes. So it's very So you have pedal assist. You have a little throttle here on the right that you can twist, and it obviously just makes it go like a normal motorcycle. But if you're pedaling, it applies the pressure whilst you pedal it. It gives you a little bit of power, so it's called pedal assist. So it gives you a little bit of power whilst you're pedaling, so you just don't have to pedal as hard as you normally would. Whoa! Sometimes the power delivery isn't very smooth. Probably shouldn't be riding on a bike with one hand on gravel. We went down this strange gravel track that I was a little bit dubious about, but Rob assured me it was worth it. And then at the end of that track, it just goes into grassland and then a little stream, but this is a natural spring. So we've had a drink from there, which is amazingly cold, which is nice because it's crazy hot today. And apparently they found this in the 1930s or something like that, and that was the first water that was found on this property in this national forest. So very cool, tasting up really nice. So right next to the spring is this, there's actually what looks like a pump house, I think. We're not sure, there's a shed there. Looks pretty old, but I don't know if it's derelict or not. And then we found this old silo. So apparently this is where they would obviously store all the water. So it would pump up into here. They'd store the water. And you said this was 1930s as well? Yeah. Probably. This is probably 1930s, the first water source they had. Still looks, some bits are new. I can see some bits on there are pretty new, so I wonder if it's still being used. So we found another water tower here, and this one's actually wooden. And we were just talking about how it actually works. Because surely you can't get that tight a seal with the wood. I mean, I guess they make barrels, right? Whiskey barrels and stuff, which are watertight. So it must be exactly the same thing, but it's really strange. So this one's obviously still in use and it has a fence around it. And some of the stuff looks quite modern on this, apart from the wooden bit at the top. But that's all I know. So the batteries nearly ran out. So we had to go to manual pedalling. And luckily the manual pedalling does seem to recharge the battery. So that's good, because after riding an e-bike there's no way I'm like proper cycling like you normally would. No way. Why cycle when you can just be pulled along? Like these idiots cycling away in their Lycra. So this suspension bridge behind me, this was built in the 1930s as well. Everything around here was from the 1930s. There was a mine that we passed, and there's some old railroad tracks from the mine. But a few weeks ago there was a huge storm, so the water level must have risen, I don't know, 15 feet or something. So all the trees and everything came back, and this should be straight. That should be a straight bridge, but all the trees piled up and hit against it, and you can see it's just a complete mess. So I guess they're doing some maintenance on it. It all looks good, just a little bit wonky.
So we are leaving Prince William National Park, and we've just had an amazing weekend with Our Life Whirlwind and RVDM. I got it right. And also our good friends Todd and Liz came out and they camped with us for a couple of days. I had to go to a different campsite, but it doesn't matter. It all worked out in the end. So yes, that was awesome. I slightly need sleep now though.
Yeah. I don't know whether it's us or other people, but for some reason, maybe it's all RVers, they just, anyway, we drank too much and we're recovering.
Yes.
So yes, I need another weekend now to recover from that. But, yeah, amazing weekend. So thank you to those guys for letting us stay over.
Yeah.
We did have some issues at the end as well. So just as we were packing up, our battery died. So the slides wouldn't work. Hey buddy. So the slides wouldn't work. So they came in halfway, and then the battery died, and I couldn't get the front jack up. So I had to get the generator out. Which the battery on that was also dead, which I knew about, and I bought a new one, but I left it at home. So so we couldn't start the generator. The pull start wouldn't work, so we had to jump it. Luckily, Michael had a jumper pack, which I'm going to buy on his Amazon store, I think.
Oh yes, his Amazon affiliates link.
Yeah, I have to buy one and on his store to thank him for that. So anyway, we finally got the generator up and running, and we got the slides in, and the jack worked and everything. But, yeah, it wasn't an easy.
It wasn't an easy leaving.
No, it wasn't.
Sorry.
I mean, they found it hilarious. Yeah. But, you know, for us, oh well. But anyway, it was a great weekend. So, yeah, we'll see you next week.
See you next week.